3 reasons why Build It and They Will Come does not work in social media marketing. I remember the first time I heard about blogging for dollars. I was unemployed, living in a foreign country, and didn't really know what to do with my life after graduate school. I ran into this free book that talked about blogging your way to millions. Of course, I was very skeptical because those kinds of books are a dime a dozen. Let's face it, there's a lot of hype when it comes to internet marketing, internet promotions and making money online. I was a pretty tough cookie about it, and I was not exactly the type of person who would spend my hard-earned dollars on pie-in-the-sky, get-rich-quick schemes. Well, it turned out that back in the early 2000s, you need to just put up a blog and target the right keywords with a badly written article and you can make a lot of money. The secret? Adsense. Google AdSense is a contextual advertising platform run by Google where certain keywords on a page would trigger certain ads. The trick is to target high-value ads by focusing on certain content niches. To cut a long story short, I was making hundreds of these pages and I was banking hard. I'm talking about no less than $8,000 per month. Since I was living in Southeast Asia at that time, the conversion rate meant that I was very comfortable indeed. Since my overhead costs were close to zero, it was pretty much all profit. Well, unfortunately, Google went through several algorithm changes over the years. You probably have heard of Google Panda, Google Penguin, and more recently, RankBrain. Suffice to say, my AdSense empire crumbled to dust. Now, I make my money doing something completely different. But I raise this story because back in the day, you can build something and people will come to your page as if by magic. That's how Google's algorithm was set up. In fact, prior to the year 2010, Google would actively look for new blog posts using RSS feed technology to find the latest and greatest content. Back in the day, you can just publish a blog post, ping your post, and you're assured to get quite a number of eyeballs. Even if one page doesn't get that many visitors, I set up my system so that all my pages, when put together, got thousands of visitors, and this led to lots of clicks. That's how I was banking. Well, I don't roll like that anymore because the old rules don't work anymore. Sadly, a lot of people missed the memo on this. There are still a tremendous amount of books and seminars out there who convince people that we are living in circa 1999-2000. Let me tell you, building a website doesn't mean anybody will show up to check it out. The same applies to social media. There's a lot of hype regarding Facebook and Twitter marketing, but here's the truth. Just because you post content on those platforms, it doesn't automatically mean people would be interested in what you have to share. Build It and They Will Come is as equally bankrupt nowadays on social media as it is with content publishing on blogs. Sadly, I see this all the time. I do a lot of research on Facebook pages and a lot of people publish post after post with no engagement and they just keep at it, until eventually, they stop. I keep observing the page, and then soon enough, it gets delisted. It really breaks my heart to see that because as an entrepreneur, I know what they're going through. Before I got my system down, I was pretty much starving. I know how bad it can hurt. If any of this applies to you, I've got some great news for you. While the whole "build it and they will come" approach does not work because of traffic technology changes, consumer content habit changes, and evolving monetization rules, there is still a way to generate the same results through social media. In fact, the answer is actually quite obvious. It's probably staring at you right now. Click the link in the description to read my book on how to solve this problem. When you publish content and share it on social media, let me step you through the process of turning that content into cold, hard cash. Check out my book today. And if you want to learn more, I recommend you click the link in the description to discover how to unleash the power of modern social media marketing in 10 steps. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and share it with your friends on Facebook and Twitter and Google+. Thank you for watching and see you next time.